Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. So the big question of course right now is what's coming next for Warcraft Rumble? We don't have any communications recently from Blizzard. We have the Spiderlings event going on right now, it's going to end in a couple of days. We have the login event, it's going to end in a day. Nothing is coming to replace them, nothing visible in the game by now anyway. So I went and had a look at the game files themselves to see if I could find any clues of things that are coming in the future or that have been at least planned at some point. So let's take a look at what unimplemented features there are currently in the Warcraft Rumble game files. First of all, we have the Legion family symbol. We actually have a couple of different versions of it. There's one that's going to be the badge when you complete a heroic with Legion, then there's for other uses the Legion symbols. But the Legion symbol has been there for quite some time. The Legion symbol is actually older than Cenarian family. It was already in the game files before the Cenarian family was released, so yeah, I'm not sure if we're going to get that. At some point though, Blizzard has had a plan to release multiple new families because they have unused family combination slots so that they could easily just put in more families and have more family combinations. There's 38 unused slots, 5 of them were used when Cenarian was added because the combination has to be with each other family. So there's still enough placeholders there to house another 4 families. So at least at some point, Rumble team has had a plan that there's going to be multiple new families coming to the game. Another thing that has been in the game files for a long time is co-op quests. Remember back in BlizzCon more than a year ago, they said that co-op is the big thing about Rumble, raids, and then potentially quests, PvP. Well, only raids have happened, but there is this variable for every campaign mission that adjusts how much gold income the boss has, and for every single campaign mission there's also a reservation for how much gold the boss would have in a co-op quest. One of the things that has often been talked about when you talk about ways to make Rumble's PvE content last for longer and give more challenges is the Mythic Campaign. We have the normal campaign and we have the heroic campaign. And as it happens, the game files actually have a class of campaign for Mythic Campaign. Because, for example, this particular unit spawner in one of the campaign missions is enabled in campaign mode, search mode, quest solo, quest cooperative, PvP raid, heroic, and mythic campaigns. Lots of campaign missions have reservations for mythic mode, so that many of the things that are going to happen, for example in heroic, will also happen in mythic mode. But the mythic mode has not been implemented further in the game files, so there's no further details on what that mode could entail. And finally, there is Onyxia. People have often been asking for Onyxia to be something that you could clear on recurring basis or you could clear with multiple leaders. There is actually in the game files, there's already support for heroic Onyxia. We already have Onyxia's army set for heroic mode, complete with talents. As you may have noticed, regular campaign missions minis don't have talents, so Onyxia's minis don't have talents either. But we already know what talents they would have if there was a heroic version of Onyxia, because it's already all been coded. Also, heroic Onyxia is going to be level 22, or at least at some point where they thought about making heroic Onyxia, it was set to be a level 32 mission. So, level 32 Onyxia with talents, would that be a good challenge? It's all already in the game files, they would just have to flip it on and it would be ready to go. But maybe they have given up on this plan. I don't know. These have been there for quite some time. And actually that was pretty much everything that I was able to find from the game files. So Legion family, co-op quests, Mythic Campaign, heroic Onyxia. Actually, if we got all of that, well, none of those really solve the game's long-term issues, like there's no infinite PvE mode. There's, of course, all sorts of problems with PvP and the barrier to entry to PvP in particular. But those would definitely give players something to do for a fair bit of time. So, that's what's currently in the game files, and I really look forward to, I expect we're going to get a patch next week. Hopefully, we're going to find out a little bit more about what's going to come to the game next week. But anyway, level 32 Onyxia with talents would definitely be something that I would love to see. Thank you for watching. Click like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and a special thanks to all of my Patreon supporters, YouTube members and Twitch subscribers who make all of these videos possible.